Motel from the Toy Talk guys here. Action figure enthusiasts, set your alarms and clear your schedules. Every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern, we're talking about 3 completely random, mostly vintage action figures. Could be anything. So be sure to kick every weekend off correctly right here with your Toy Talk buds. These Kenner Terminator figures will always have a special place in my heart, as they were some of the first actual action figures I was exposed to and started collecting as a kid. This battle damage figure probably had one of my favorite action features in the form of part of his body popping off. Even though the thing felt like it had such a hair trigger, it was still so satisfying to activate. Unfortunately, he can only hold his weapon in the same arm that releases his torso battle damage, so it makes for difficulty in posing him and also properly placing him in his vehicle. These things never mattered to me too much as a kid, which is why I only have fond memories with them. Back in 1998, we were treated to Burger King toys based on the movie Small Soldiers. While there were several gems in this line, Chip Hazard definitely stole the show for me. Lift up his standard issued vest and his X1000 munitions microprocessing chip flashes red. Unfortunately, mine no longer does, but flicking it like a butane lighter is still satisfying. I always loved getting actual 5 points action figures in kids' meals, rather than a familiar character head poking out of some pullback car. There were a ton of good guys and bad guys in this movie, so as a kid I knew my odds of getting multiple Burger King toys were better than filling out an entire line of Kenner Hasbro figures. It's still a great movie, and it's still a great line to collect, and Chip Hazard is an absolute must. What an awkward figure mixed into an awkward toy line based on one of the strangest, most amazing movies. This guy was based on the hunter depicted as suffering from a lethal head shrinking incident in the famous waiting room scene near the end of the film. Compared to all the other characters in the first wave of figures, this guy had zero to do with the plot of the movie, which draws me to him even more. In the film, we never see what he looked like before his head was shrunk, so I always loved Kenner's attempt at interpreting it. He comes with his blunderbuss style firearm that he can hold as he stands stoically. He's also accompanied by Beetlejuice in the form of the terrible tarantula, which can hang off his limbs or sit on top of the barrel of his weapon. My only complaint is his action feature. His little head can comically raise and lower, but if you're trying to pose him for display, his head won't lock into place on its own. Did you ever want these, have these, or hate any of these guys? Let us know and be sure to tune in next Friday for 3 more figures. If you need more Toy Talk Guys action, take a look at some of our other videos, and please be sure to check out our podcast. Just search Toy Talk Guys in your podcast app of choice, or click on one of our links in the video description below. Thanks for watching.